Hi, this is Bob Behler, the voice of the Broncos, getting ready for the Mountain West Championship game here in Boise with UNLV against the Broncos. I've got my 3 keys to the game for the Boise State win. Key number 1 is get a big game out of Ashton Jeanty at running back. His worst full game was 128 yards and 3.9 yards per carry, and that was against UNLV. His long run in the entire contest was just 16 yards. But the offensive line is the healthiest it has been with the return of center Mason Randolph and right guard Roger Carrion. Ashton Jeanty has never had back-to-back 200-yard games, and again, he didn't have that big run in the game against UNLV last time. He gets one of those, he's got a shot to get to 200. Strong running for Ashton Jeanty and moving the ball down the field is also a way to keep UNLV's offense off the field. Key number 2 for the Broncos is the turnover battle. In the first meeting, Boise State did not turn the ball over at all. It was the only game this season that UNLV didn't force any turnovers. The Rebels are plus 14 on the season and have forced 22 turnovers overall that has led to 91 points. Don't fuel their offense. Again, the last game, Boise State had the only turnover. It was Andrew Simpson with an interception before halftime. It set up a touchdown, so turnovers last meeting edged Boise State. Key number 3 for the Broncos is also on the defensive side of the football. They need to deny the Rebels the big play and keep them behind the chains. UNLV actually averages more rushing yards than Boise State, barely at 254. They throw it for 180. Denying them long chunk plays and keeping their offense bottled up on 3rd and longs will be huge. Boise State had 6 sacks in the last meeting in October, and that helps a lot. Make them work for their yards. Those are my 3 keys to a Boise State victory in the Mountain West Championship.
This is Matt Neverett, play-by-play voice of UNLV football, and here are my 3 keys to a Rebel victory over Boise State this Friday. Number 1, the Rebels have to continue to dominate on special teams. It's been a huge advantage for Barry Odom's club all throughout the year, but just last week in the win over Nevada, punter Marshall Nichols booted a career-long 79-yard punt. Jacob DeJesus, the all-world punt and kick returner, was named first-team All-Mountain West as a punt returner, second-team All-Mountain West on the kickoff returns, and then, of course, the Mountain West Special Team Player of the Year, Ricky White, with 4 blocked punts, more than any other FBS team. They're going to have the advantage in special teams for a victory over the Broncos. My number 2 key to a Rebel victory on Friday night is going to be winning the turnover battle. UNLV has forced a turnover in 26 of 28 games since Barry Odom took over before last season, and UNLV will look to continue to dominate in that side of the ball as well. They're top 5 in the country in turnover margin. They are 10-1 this year when they force 1 or more takeaways. This UNLV team has to be ball hawks if they want to win. And my 3rd and final key to a UNLV win: contain number 2. Ashton Jeanty, the nation's top running back, was bottled up when the Broncos made the trip to Allegiant Stadium back at the end of October. Less than half of his previous total in terms of yards per carry against the Rebels. UNLV really didn't allow him to take over the game until the 4th quarter, and that's going to have to be the case once again this Friday night. UNLV has to contain Ashton Jeanty, although that's been the game plan for every team that's gone against Boise State this year. And those are my 3 keys to a UNLV win over Boise State this Friday night.